So realistically, guys, probably around that 660 area is where we would start looking for that hookup. All right, let's see. Still got a few minutes till the open. I'd be hesitant to do that right now. Even if you get a overbought, oversold stochastic and a hookup, you may want to be a little bit more patient this morning. So we got one good trade in under our belt this morning. Some people have more than that, so let's just not push it too much. Like I said, I know that there are some people that are counter trend short right now. Doesn't mean you guys should be doing it, guys. Oh, and by the way, let's have this discussion again before we get started this morning, guys. There's going to be trades that are called if the ATR is over an amount like 40 and you've got a smaller account size. There are people in this room who can still take trades with larger account sizes. Okay. Pay attention to the ATR. If it gets too high, if the price action gets too erratic, you need to tell yourself, hey, maybe I shouldn't be in this trade. What is in your trade plan? You should have an ATR in your trade plan that says, hey, if ATR is over this, I shouldn't trade it. Um, Again, we're going to have good trade setups. And if the ATR is a little high, some people are able to take those trades. They have larger accounts. They've been very profitable throughout the month, throughout the year, and they can take a little bit more risk. Most people in this room, most people should not be doing that. Okay. All right. Everybody understand what I'm saying there? I don't want to hear I got stopped out and I used a 25 tick stop loss if the ATR is 50. Well, you shouldn't be trading. Plain and simple right there. There are people that can do it, like Sarter, like Robert, like some people I do know. Let's see. There are people here that can many, probably about a third of this group can do that. Everybody else, if things get crazy after the open, you sit back and relax. If you can't wait an hour for a good trade, don't do it. All right. 45 seconds till the open. No trading for the first 6 minutes. All newbies, no trading for the first 6 minutes. If you there are people who can trade. There are people who can trade the first 6 minutes of the open, 9:30 to 9:36. They have explicit permission in this room. You know who you are. If you're not that person, if you don't know if you should be trading the open, you don't do anything. Um, Again, guys, especially newer people, those of you on trial, we are patient traders. We're going to wait for higher probability setups. Again, something maybe this morning, something maybe around this 660 level. Now we're open for business. Ticks started really high, really high. So know what to expect. Have a good plan. Have a couple plans. If this happens, then I'm going to do this. If this happens, then I'll do that. For instance, if we get down to 660 and see a nice pullback or a nice hookup on stochastics, we'll buy it. Now we could probably even do it around 730, 740. So you just keep looking at these things. Keep that in mind. All right, if I see a hookup around 740, I will look for to buy. If it goes below that, then I'm probably looking for a nice little hookup somewhere around the 660 level. That's it, guys. Keep that in mind. Are you long, guy? What trade are you in? Just after I got through cautioning everybody, guy jumps into the trade. What are you long? You long, short, long? Okay. All right. Good guess. It's just a guess. Got lucky on that one, guy. Squeeze your stop up. 2 minutes in. And we are just being patient. Again, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm missing out. The market's moving up. I'm missing out." No, you're not missing out. Be patient, guys. Is there anybody here that's in a trade other than Guy? Anybody else in a trade? I mean, if you're long from earlier, great, right? If you're lo Yeah, if you're long from earlier, fine. Well, you can trade the open mic. I know you can. Stevie, you have permission to do that as well. Fritz, Flat, you have permission to trade the open too. Um, okay. All right, just checking. All right. If because you know what's gonna happen at 10:30, guys. We're gonna ask that question. We're gonna ask the question, is anybody red? And we're gonna try to help you. But the next question is gonna be me, your trade log. The next request will be that. Or else I'm going to seek Stormy Daniels on you. Some people are like, okay, that doesn't sound like too much of a punishment. Okay, that was supposed to be funny. Do I need to work on it more this morning, Chad? Yeah, I mean, um, all right, thank you. uh, we just watch this stochastic come down. Storm's coming. They said that he was just paying for her legal expenses. That's all. um, once a week's perfect, Dennis. Once a week. Coach at libertytradingclub.com. 5. Let's see. One more minute, guys. One more minute. We start looking for a hookup now. You could probably do that if you see the hookup. I'm still a little wary of this area. So whoever did that short, good short. Fritz. Well, you know what you're doing, Fritz. You can handle that. Trouble with trade log, but now appears to be working. How do we send this screenshot or log? You log in a Swiss. You log in a Swiss. It send screenshots of your statistics and your trades, Paul. Nice trade, Fritz. Nice trade. A little double top here. Counter trend. Great. You take a look how to do the trade log. You talking about the trade log, Greg, or the counter trend short? Okay. Um, just there's instructions at the very bottom of the website if you want to use Swissit, and there's just a plain Excel file. If you click on files in the middle of the screen here, there's your be patient. Let's look for kind of a W here. They are, like I said, guys. I like, this is an area you probably catch 10 ticks if you see a little pop up here. You could probably catch 10 ticks, but you guys know that I like this area down here a little bit better. The 660 area. Yeah, so Greg, just scroll to the bottom in your members area. It walks through setup in the instructions. Just follow the instructions, video instructions. There's your signal if you guys did it. But like I said, I'm still going to be a little bit more cautious. A little bit more cautious. You guys could also think about putting a buy stop and pulling it down as if you were short. You guys could think about that. Let's see what we got. I mean, there is a little area of support here, but I want to see if that's going to hold. That's really what I want to see, is if this little support area works from earlier. So the only thing that I would say that would make sense is a buy stop right now. If you really are antsy, if you want to be patient, little traders, be patient. Just chopping around, guys. I'm So you kind of look at this and say, okay, if we break this little consolidation on the upside, we've got a little room to run. Um, if we break the low side, we're probably going to get down a little bit further before we see a good buy signal. So have that in your thought process. Have that in your thought process, guys. I will get a little bit more comfortable with a buy signal if this doesn't want to break down. Where would your buy stop be if you had one? If you wanted to put a buy stop in, where would it be, guys? Somebody tell me. David, add one tick to that, David. Add a tick. David. David got it right. So if that's what you want to do, and then you know that you've got to have a stop that goes in around this area somewhere, right? So think through that. Know that's where your risk is. Know that's where your buy stop would have to be, and say, okay, am I willing to take that much risk on the trade, and plan accordingly. Other than that, I still would like to see us get down to, yeah. Ticks have come all the way down to 0. So this is a significant area today. Whatever's going on here with this little battle. Signal. I'll see if it bounces off this little support now. If it doesn't, let's let it come on back. Somebody's clearly trying to push it down. I say somebody, some big boy, some institution. Yeah. What do we got? 10 a.m. Yeah, if you guys really want to be patient, wait till 10. Wait till right after 10. There's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, again, those of you newer, we are going to be extremely patient traders. There will be moments in time where we'll do, maybe 3, 4 trades back to back to back, and then we'll wait an hour and a half for the next setup. So nice job, John. Again, we do know that some of our bigger boys and girls are short. So we do know that some institutions are pushing it down. We have that. We know that. That's knowledge that we have. So think through that. If you can't trade counter trend and you know the big boys and girls are pushing it down, you are going to look for one simple word. What is that word that you're looking for, guys? You want to see something across your charts. Confluence, right? So now you know big boys and girls pushing down. There's a little buy signal now, guys. But again, we know that they're pushing it down. So we want to see confluence across the board. Even a low tick read. Bounce off support somewhere. Hook up like that. A little bit of confluence across the board. Never hurt anybody. There you go. First target hit. Boom. That's simple. 750. All right. It is very slow opening. I mean, again, we're ahead of news. We're ahead of the Fed, Damien tomorrow. So I would expect another day today like yesterday, right? Expect another day like yesterday. About 200-point swings up and down. I mean, think about yesterday. If you played yesterday, right, guys? How many chances did you get at 100-point runners? 3, 4, right? Think about it. It's not a bad day if you were patient enough to wait. You had 3 or 4 chances yesterday on the long side, not to mention the short side. So if that happens again, then you guys know how to play it, just like yesterday. Be patient. What is it that we have in your members area? You can suffer through the pain of discipline, or you can suffer through the pain of losses. Pick one. I don't care. If you're suffering through the pain of losses right now, my sincere advice would be to send your trade log in and let us help. You hear that? You guys are gonna be tired of hearing me say that. But coach is gonna say it when he gets here too. He's gonna say the same thing, guys. If you guys are losing right now and you see everybody else in the room making money, then what's the difference? It's your discipline that is the difference. Your emotional capital, your ability to wait for higher probability setups. And we will help with that, promise. Getting my rants out of the way before we really get any action here. So anywhere from like 715 now down to that 660 level, you could look. Let me do that. And obviously, if we get an oversold stochastic and a nice clean hook up, you can take that long as well. I just don't really like it in this congestion around the pivot level on this support. This is like scalping mode, right? Good job, John. So what how how many minutes should you guys have to wait for a good trade setup? Let's see. Oops. Lost coaches charts. Coach, you mind sharing your charts back in the main room, please? See if he can hear me. You guys still see coaches? Oh, there we go. It's weird. Until one shoot 27 minutes. Thank you guys. Okay. I had a little freeze there for a second. Just good trade. Good job, guys. 27. Yeah. If you can't wait 27 minutes, or David V's right, as long as it takes, but 27 minutes is about the time that you should be able to wait to find a good trade up. So see if this makes a little double bottom here. I doubt it. We'll just see if it makes a little double bottom. I just don't want to be too antsy this morning. I'm still expecting this. Again, I don't want to be. You don't want to predict the market, but just have good expectations. If I see a hook up and some double bottom starts to form, then that's a good long signal. If not, I'm going to wait for it to pull back down, at least to this area somewhere. I mean, but you look back and you see that you can get 10 ticks if you did a 16 tick rule long from this area. Um, I'm advising let's be patient. Let's just be patient traders. There's going to be a setup. I don't like. Here's what do you guys think about this? Would you rather trade? Right now, would you rather trade between 733 and 770 in this garbage, or would you rather trade outside of that area? Which one would you rather do? Inside the 733, this little zone here from 770 to 733? Would you trade? Yeah. So you tell yourself that. You want to trade outside of that. Why, why put yourself in an area where you can clearly see that there is a lot of um, indecision, meaning there's a battle going on in this area, guys. There's a little battle going on. So, if you want to be a gambler, take a 16 tick rule long now and risk 16 ticks. You got a coin flip, 50-50 chance. There you go. Yeah. But you probably get the 10 ticks. But do you really want to, be able? That's a guess. You're just guessing. That's it. You're taking a guess. Chop is slop. I'm gonna start using that. Chop is slop. Yeah. I mean, it'll never get down to 660, right? See, like I said, if anybody took the 16 tick rule long, you got 10 ticks. Is that really what you're looking for? If you're a scalper, maybe. But it's not a trade that I'm calling. We have what? What time is it? 6. Yeah, we're coming up on 10 a.m. news. So you got that. Now, I'm going to ask this question. I don't expect very many people to say yes. I would hope that most people are going to say no. Did anybody do that 16 tick rule long? Hoping that most people say no. But if somebody says yes, yeah, okay. See, there you guys go. Patient traders. Dan did it. Obviously, Dan did it. Hopefully, you locked in your profits, Dan. Tony did it. Okay, good. Well, you guys are trade. You guys know how to trade, though. I'm not worried about you two. You guys know how to do this. Yeah, you guys know how to use that. Use the tick chart and everything to get into those trades. You guys know how to do that. So Keeping the newbies safe. Good job, Tony. Good job, Dan. Good job, guys. Just keeping the newbies safe. Everybody that's newer. I mean, again, but think about what they just did. They had to really scratch out 10, 12 ticks. And then if it blasts off for them after the news, they got lucky. Odds are it's going to pop down, take their stop. They scratch out a quick scalp. That's it. So, if you're that good of a trader, you can do those kinds of trades. If you're not, be patient. Let this thing, again, like I said, what do we want to do? Would we rather trade outside of 733 and 770? Keep it simple. Or what is this high? Yeah. Yeah. Approximately 770. I'd rather trade outside of that. Nice little 40 tick range. We did get the little double bottom. One minute till 10. 1 minute. See, that wasn't so hard. Even you guys that had the buy stop in had 10 ticks now. Well, I mean, this is kind of where we started buying at, right? Right? We started right around here. So we kind of knew that that could have been a little area to buy from. And the news. Had that earlier. Well, you got to keep in mind, David, what I say. Or if you did the buy stop, you had to have your risk at the low. So if this came and took your buy stop, then your stop should have been somewhere around 733. Would you be willing to take that kind of risk? You get stopped out for 20 ticks, that's on you. No, listen, that's not what I mean. So you'll learn after you've been in here for a while that you've got to look at these swing points. Anytime that you're going to trade like that, okay, first and foremost, you should not be trading breakout trades this soon in the room. So you should be sticking to buying on oversold stochastics, selling on overbought stochastics. So one, two is if you're stuck to a specific, you know, like 20, 25 tick stop loss, you can't take a trade like this. This is not a trade that you're willing to, that you should be taking as a newer trader. And just make a note of it, David. make a note that, hey, look, do I want to take a buy stop on a 40 tick range? Does that make sense, David? Right? That's a note you make to learn from this. You learn from this and say, do I really want to put a buy stop in a 40 tick range or a sell stop? Does that make sense? Right. So you make that note. Now you know not to do that. If you have a set stop loss for every trade and that range is too big for that, then you don't want to do it. And make that note, put it in your trade plan, and the next time you'll say, okay, well, this is 40 ticks. I can't take that trade. That's not something I can do. Fair enough, buddy. Yeah. Um, and then the other thing is what Tony said. Tony has it. Pick one trade setup right now. When you and I talked, we talked about, I believe, M's and W's, right? So, or 16 tick rule. Get good at one of those two or both, M's, W's, 16 tick rule. Pick those trades, get good at those with stochastics before doing any breakout trades. And then down the road, you'll start doing more breakout trades. That will be, and again, David, thanks for being honest. Everybody that's newer, pay attention to that. Pay attention to what we just talked about. You've got to look at your risk in every given trade. And if you're not a sniper on entries, then you need to get really good at your 16 tick rule or M's and W's. Um, and we've got, I mean, again, guys, keep in mind that there are big institutions that are building those short positions. So keep that in mind. There's a little W forming here, and it's gone. Did not form. Big boys and girls are selling. Know that, guys. Know what's happening. This, yeah. So, 16 tick rules, the easiest one. What are you laughing at? Trucking. Yep. There's an M. M trade for any counter trend people. But again, there's, well, the other thought is too, you look at the size of the M or W. If it's a, if the W or M is 15, 20 ticks, that's a reasonable risk to take. Anybody do the counter trend short? Yeah, you gotta do what the market wants, guys. Should be taking your target profit on at least a contract or two. Those that have counter trend capabilities. Everybody else, be patient. You're getting in the area where we could start looking for a good long
Counter trend
signal.
short at 32,805.
Everybody else, counter trend short, pull your stops down and let it ride. And those that were able to trade with the trend had, look at that. Isn't that amazing how that works? $688 low. You could have taken a buy signal at 705. Isn't that amazing, guys? So who on the trend side was patient enough to wait for this and get a nice little 16 tick rule long? Who did that? Nice job, Brooke. MK, Craig, 701. Good job, UK Paul. You're getting it, UK Paul. Love it. Follow instructions. You're patient enough to wait for this. That's okay, Bill. We'll get you going pretty soon, Bill. You guys should already have a profit locked in and stops at a no worry situation. Yeah. So Greg, we in the alert section, look for long setup from 715 down to 660. We finally got a good long setup at 703, 704. Now again, that's a scalp. Most of you took your first target, but we knew, hey, look, that worked. Even though, again, keep in mind, big boys and girls are selling. Big boys and girls are selling. Doesn't mean that a long setup won't work if you plan properly for it. And that's okay, Greg. There will be another trade that will come along. Probably a higher probability trade after a bigger push down. Nice job, guys. You guys are doing well this morning. I like it. Everybody's following, sticking to the plan, being patient traders. Move your stops up now. Worries out. 706. Already 30 tick winner. Almost 40 tick winner. 710 now. 710. Stop. 710. Actually, now we can use 720. 720. 720. 720. Let's go a couple more ticks, guys. Every time it moves up some, let's do a couple more ticks. We can use 727 now. 727. 2 trades, 2 winners. 2 trades, 2 winners, guys. That is fantastic. There is some resistance here. So, you guys want me to answer this spam call? There is some resistance. So if you got multiple contracts, please take one off here. Do I answer the spam call? Yes or no, guys? I'll put it on speaker. All right, let's see what they got to say. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
My dog's lost. Can you help me find it? Good trade, guys. Oh, that wasn't very fun. Oh, totally blocking that number. Look. Was wanting to have some fun with them. Oh well. Good little trade, everybody. Hey, see, look, planning, proper planning, patience, and all of a sudden you have a good long signal. By the way, counter trend people had another sell signal. I do know, again, keep telling you guys that people are getting short. So I'm not giving anybody that's newer permission to trade counter trend in this room, but some of you guys know what's going on. You've been apprised of the situation, and you know how to do this. Everybody else, we are going to be patient, very patient, wait for another setup. Look at it this way, guys. You know, it's not, we're not blazing, this morning, but if you took both these trades, you should be up 70 ticks, right? Both both the trades that we did, 70 ticks total. Yeah, if you had multiple contracts, you could be up like 200 ticks. Throw it away through the window. All right. Everybody's green so far this morning. Is there anybody red that followed the trades? If you did your own thing and you're red, let me know. Stop doing your own thing. Anybody red this morning? Let me know, guys. We'll help out. Anybody red? So everybody's green, right? There's a little M too. You haven't traded yet, Stevie? $5 red, Marsha? Come on, that's fine. We'll fix that. Why didn't you take this long trade, Marsha? You should have made plenty of profits on the long trade. Oh, Stevie's green. Okay, good deal. Awesome, guys. Everybody's green. Look at that. That is what we want. Even if it's just 50, 70 ticks, $5. Todd's listening today. Deep green. Good job, Brad. Nice job, guys. Did anybody do this little M that has counter trend capabilities? Anybody do that? Chad, Rad. Those with Paul. Good. 75. Hey, $75 up is better than a kick in the face, right? It's been a slow morning. It's been a slow morning. Yeah. Okay. All right. 691 is your target, guys. Anybody short? 691 is the target. Nice, Bill. Good job. All right, Rad. It's going to start getting down to the area where we like. This is the area I like this morning, right? Down here. That's the area that I liked. Squeeze your stops down. Hopefully you guys took your target. Listen to the target for me, Rad. Yes. That's why I have that convenient little line at 660. Looks like they're starting to slow that selling down. So they're probably, well, we're starting to buy. Let's flip that around. Guys looking for a 16 tick rule. All right, first target achieved, guys. Take your profits. Just called it.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room, visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. During your time with us, you'll have access to live trade calls, participation in chat to have questions answered by a coach, as well as access to our live basic and advanced training classes. Visit libertytradingclub.com to register for your free 3-day trial. After your first free 3 days, just $149 a month for trade room access. Please like, subscribe, and share.